When Arsène Wenger speaks, football fans pay attention, and this time his words might just shake up the Premier League debate. The former Arsenal manager insists that Liverpool are still in the title race, despite a bruising 0-3 defeat to Manchester City at the Etihad. For many, that loss felt like the end of Liverpool's championship hopes. Sitting 8th in the table and trailing league leaders Arsenal by 8 points, Arne Slot's side have stumbled through a worrying run of form, 5 defeats in their last 6 league games. Critics are already writing them off. But Wenger, never one to follow the crowd, believes it's far too early for any verdict. It's only November, he reminds us, suggesting that Liverpool's fate is still in their own hands. His view cuts through the noise. This is a setback, not a surrender. So while some fans are mourning another wasted season, Wenger's words reignite the spark of belief. Could the Reds pull off another trademark comeback? Could the same club that's built a legacy on defying odds rise once more? Wenger's challenge to the doubters is clear. Don't count Liverpool out just yet.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the...
To understand Wenger's bold claim, we need to look deeper into what's really going wrong and what's still right at Liverpool. The 0-3 loss to Manchester City wasn't just a defeat. It was a mirror reflecting the cracks in Arne Slot's new era. Energy, intensity and cohesion, the core traits that once defined this team, seemed to evaporate under City's clinical control. The second goal in particular summed it up perfectly. Liverpool's midfield stood still, the defence froze, and City carved through them with surgical precision. It wasn't just about tactics, it was about desire. Wenger's analysis hits the nail on the head. The Reds lacked that famous fight that used to make them terrifying opponents. Gone are the days when Liverpool would press until the final whistle, suffocating teams with relentless energy. Instead, they look hesitant, almost drained of confidence. The players seem unsure of their roles under Slot, who's still searching for his perfect formula. It's as if Liverpool are caught between two identities, the chaos and hunger of Klopp's era, and the tactical structure Slot is trying to build. But Wenger doesn't believe this identity crisis is permanent. He's seen enough football to know that elite teams don't crumble overnight. He reminded everyone that in football, momentum can swing wildly in a matter of weeks. A few wins, a spark of belief, and suddenly everything feels possible again. The key, he argues, lies in rediscovering their spirit, that fearless, hungry version of Liverpool that chased down every lost cause. There's also the question of leadership on the pitch. Without the commanding voices of players like Jordan Henderson and James Milner, the dressing room feels quieter, maybe too quiet. You can feel it when the team goes a goal down. Who rallies the troops now? Who's the one to yell, to demand more? Wenger's words highlight that football isn't just about tactics or data. It's about the invisible energy that drives players to believe. And maybe that's exactly what Liverpool are missing. Belief. Not from the fans, not from the manager, but from within the players themselves. They've faced adversity before, and history shows they know how to respond. Wenger's message might just be the spark they need, that even when the odds look impossible, Liverpool have always found a way back into the fight. What makes Wenger's perspective so fascinating is his calm defiance of panic, a rare trait in modern football. While pundits are busy drawing red lines through Liverpool's name in the title race, he looks at the bigger picture. It's only November, he reminds us, and football seasons aren't decided by one bad month. 13 matches remain before the turn of the year, and 8 points can vanish quicker than a goalkeeper's confidence after facing Erling Haaland. Wenger's reasoning isn't blind optimism. He's speaking from experience, from the highs of Arsenal's invincibles to the painful collapses that taught him how fragile momentum can be. He knows that a single turning point, a comeback win, a big performance at Anfield, or a striker finding his rhythm, can rewrite the story. And for all their struggles, Liverpool still have the tools. Mohamed Salah remains a constant threat, Darwin Núñez is chaos personified, and young stars like Szoboszlai and Gravenberch are still adapting but full of potential. When those pieces finally click, they could spark a run powerful enough to shake the table. There's also a psychological factor. When everyone counts you out, pressure transforms. Expectations drop, freedom returns, and suddenly players rediscover joy. Wenger sees that as Liverpool's hidden weapon. They've always thrived as underdogs. It's in their DNA. Remember Istanbul 2005? Or the 2019 comeback against Barcelona. This club has a strange love affair with the impossible, and maybe that's exactly what makes them dangerous again. Still, he doesn't let them off the hook. Wenger's comments carry an implicit warning. Liverpool can't afford more slip-ups. They'd have to lose at least 3 more games in the next 13 to be out of it, he said. A polite way of saying every match is now a final. The margin for error is razor thin. Slot's men must rediscover their sharpness, cut out defensive lapses and rebuild their swagger. It's a daunting challenge, but one Liverpool fans understand well. They've lived through the roller coaster before, from the heartbreak of near misses to the ecstasy of title glory. The road ahead will test everything: Slot's tactical vision, the players' mental strength and the supporters' patience. But if Wenger's right, this is not the end. It's just the messy, dramatic middle chapter of a story Liverpool have written many times before.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna...
Arsène Wenger's words serve as both reassurance and provocation, a reminder that Liverpool's story is far from over. Yes, the cracks are visible, and yes, their recent form has been alarming, but the Premier League isn't a sprint. It's a marathon, full of twists, shocks, and moments that turn despair into delirium. Wenger, with his decades of wisdom, sees a team that's wounded but not broken, uncertain but still dangerous. For Liverpool fans, that's the lifeline they needed. The message is simple: don't stop believing. Every time this club has been written off, they've found a way to rise, often in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. The league table may look grim today, but football has a funny way of humbling those who judge too early. Wenger's take isn't just about optimism, it's about respect. Respect for a team that's built on resilience, defiance and heart. Liverpool's title hopes might be flickering, but as long as there's a flame, there's a fight. The question now is whether Arne Slot's men can turn that spark into fire. Because if they do, if they rediscover that Anfield fury, the Premier League might just have another twist waiting to unfold.
Play tough and wanna hate this. I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be